that's me. We're back here with Fireman Three Houses, where we're gonna have a debrief after the battle, surely, so I should probably not be talking too much right here. Hello? Yes? Are there people? Hello?
Highness! Professor! I'm so glad you're both safe.
I know, it's crazy. It defies all logic, doesn't it?
Why are you here?
You... Dimitri? We were gonna die. Okay?
Did you forget? We all made a promise on this very day 5 years ago.
Dimitri, weren't you the one who asked that we all meet up here?
Don't be silly. Of course you remember our promise. That's why you and the professor are here, right?
Your Highness.
Actually, the news is a little more complex, but...
For a while now. I am relieved to have finally found you.
Did I say the news is more complex? The real reason.
Do not call me that. I am not a prince, but a walking corpse.
Why would you say that?
That is what we all believed, but it is not so.
What? You believed he was a walking corpse? How did you even figure
I
that?
can see with my own eyes that you are alive, Your Highness. But the jail cells in Ferdiad are as solid as they come. How did you manage to do?
What happened? That's my future husband. Oh, well.
He died in my place.
Or not.
I see. We will be sure to honor his loyalty, Your Highness.
I don't even understand how that happens. What, he just punched down a wall and was like, get out, and then I'll sit in the spot you were and they'll never suspect a thing.
As for the state of the kingdom, the
well,
lords
that's shit news.
declared their fealty to the Empire, starting with House Rowe. Cornelia's band of traitors now refers to kingdom territory as the Fargus Dukedom.
Oh, awesome.
They've made Ferdiad their stronghold as they continue to invade the eastern region.
So it's just Gautier and, the other one, Fraldarius left, right? Cornelia? Gerald didn't really explain super well.
The royal family for more than 20 years. There is much to tell you. I will explain everything in time.
Okay, thank you.
Well, it's not like all of the kingdom's lords have sided with the Empire.
Whoa, someone just disappeared.
There are plenty of houses, like mine and Felix's, that remain stubbornly opposed.
Well, you know, I don't know, that's plenty.
Your Highness, please allow us to take up arms at your side once more.
Come on, Dimitri, let's not sit around wallowing in blood and sewage and corpses any longer. Let's go do some actual things.
What we need more than anything isn't soldiers, money, or supplies.
It's a leader.
We need the legitimate heir of Fargus to overthrow the Empire and reclaim the kingdom.
And you're the one to do it, by gum, Dimitri.
Such is your duty. It is yours alone to bear, and well worth fighting for. Only you can gather our troops and lead us back into the light.
Well, I don't know only him, but he's the best candidate right now, I'd say. You are still needed, Dimitri.
I see. So, you all agree that we must fight back.
You're being super selective with what you're hearing right now, man, and I got a bad feeling about where you're going with this.
And you see how that woman, how the Empire cannot be forgiven. That we must wipe them all out until not a single one of them remains.
Okay. We may be sort of aligned in our goals here, but I don't really feel like you're feeling out the vibes right now.
Wipe them all out?
Yeah.
I don't think any of us here are suggesting
Genocide wasn't really on our to-do list.
Professor, there is something I would like to ask.
He just takes me aside and he's like, should we leave Dimitri behind?
Please, join me inside the monastery.
Alright, sure. What's this about, Gustav? Leave him behind. I think that's a great idea.
All that rubble for the past 5 years. I suppose stranger things have happened. Odd as that is to admit.
Yeah, Dimitri's got an eye patch now. I mean, what do you even get hit by in medieval times that takes out only an eye?
There is still much I would like to ask you, but I think that's enough for now.
Where are the Knights of Seros?
On that day 5 years ago, during the battle with the Imperial Army, Lady Rhea went missing. Since then,
that's
the Knights of Seros have continued
a point for
her.
things bad
For you,
team.
I hear they have yet to find any promising leads.
She just straight up disappeared off the face of the earth?
As the Empire has yet to release a statement, it's hard to imagine that she has perished. And yet... No, never mind.
Is what you were going to say, they must have been the ones who did something to her because they're the only ones who could? Well, no, you know, I guess, to be fair, Talus was right there.
Once news of your survival gets out, everyone will flock back to the monastery.
I think you overestimate my reputation, my guy. What happened to the kingdom? Well, there are only two or a few opposing houses now. I think you were already told that, but...
After that battle, a certain incident took place in Ferdiad. Rufus, who was serving as King Regent, was murdered. I was once in
rip.
the service of the royal family. I resigned from the Knights of Seros.
Were you? I'd never heard of this before.
However,
Flashback time. Cool.
madness. You truly claim that His Highness is the one who killed Rufus?
Oh, but it's true. The only one who could slip past the bodyguards and kill so efficiently is the young prince. You can't deny it.
Rufus is Prince Dimitri's uncle. His Highness is incapable of such an atrocious crime as murdering his own blood.
Ah, but they were never very close, were they?
All right, that doesn't.
Former retainers.
They weren't close does not mean he killed him.
There are even rumors that Rufus was originally involved in the tragedy of Dusker.
Rumors mind.
Perhaps His Highness and murdered Rufus in a fit of rage.
Look, Dimitri murdered many people in a fit of rage, but that doesn't mean
I'm afraid none of that matters now.
because you've already put something into play.
Cornelia, do not tell me that you...
The decision has been made. His Highness will pay for his crime with his head.
Oh, so it hasn't happened yet. So you could reverse it, you're just not gonna.
His sentence will be carried out the day after tomorrow.
Awesome, cool,
On that
fun.
day, the royal bloodline will come to an end.
So,
All you have left to do is sit back and watch, you senile old fool. Watch as the kingdom you love falls to ashes.
man, you might have survived if you hadn't said that to him.
It was soon after announced that his sentence had been carried out.
Well, but it didn't though, right? Because he's right there.
With His Highness's death, the royal bloodline of House Blathid was erased from this world.
I guess you mean like publicly speaking?
True to her word, all we could do was watch as she tore the kingdom apart before our eyes. Since the execution and the prince's corpse were concealed from the public,
Oh, okay.
there have always
Well,
been those who believed His Highness was still alive.
that's pretty sketchy. I wouldn't believe a single word if they were just like, "Oh, we got him." Anyone could have said that.
For myself, I only began to hope 3 years ago, when I chanced upon some compelling rumors.
You've been looking for him for 3 years? What rumors?
An Imperial platoon attacked without warning. Incident after incident of Imperial generals being slaughtered in Kingdom territory. It is said...
And at all of them, a
each
dead
died
rat
in
left at
such
the
a
scene.
brutal, gruesome way that it is hard to imagine they were killed by human hands.
Well, man also had a bow and a big spear, as I understand it.
I followed the rumors to location after location. Eventually, I had seen enough. I knew the rumors true.
What, did he sign his name in blood at everyone?
Finally, after a half-decade of torment, it happened. I found him.
Today, you mean?
I fear his deep hatred and the weight of his solitude have consumed him for far too long.
That's an astute observation. I think that is something we all worry
Must bring
of.
him back from the edge on which he stands. To that end, I must speak with His Highness. I imagine it will not be a quick or easy conversation.
You might want like a few armed guards in there. Maybe bring a net. Her defense stat's pretty good.
Pray that he is of a mind to speak of such things. I am certain that my words will... never mind. What must be done, must be done.
Yeah, I don't know that I would be certain words would do anything
Wager
with
that
this
you are
man right now.
weary after the day's events.
A little
Perhaps you
bit.
should take this opportunity to get some rest.
Oh, that would be nice. Whew. I mean, I've just suffered the horrible news that my groom-to-be is dead, so I kind of wish someone had led with that so I didn't have all that hope going into that, but fine.
Part 2.
I guess I'll just
Azure Moon.
mold this over in my room.
The Delusional Prince.
I wonder who they're talking about.
Prince Dimitri and the remnants of the royal army join with the remaining Knights of Saros to form a revitalized kingdom army. Using Garreg Mach as their base of operations, they rise to action against the Empire.
I think you're sugarcoating it there a little. I don't know that Dimitri explicitly was like, yeah, sure, I'll join forces with you. He was just like, so, you want to kill people too? I can do that. He wasn't really in the cooperative sort of mood. Hi, Costas. I haven't seen you in 5 or 6-ish years. Each unit has grown over the past 5 years. You should check their classes and weapons. Oh, I already have. I hope they didn't class any of them out before I was hoping they would be.
You? So you were alive after all.
They said it. Yep, that was in a river.
It is so good to see you again.
Mama, hey.
My brother and I were worried about you.
Gilbert told us everything. We'll help you however we can, of course.
Oh, awesome.
It does my heart well to see that all of you are safe. Now all gathered, let's discuss our next course of action.
We have two objectives.
we need to do something about
Overthrow the
Dimitri.
Empire and to rescue Rhea.
Yes. Well, they may be one and the same if the Empire had something to do with
I
it.
have no objection to joining forces with you. After all, our interests are aligned.
Why would you even bring that up?
Nothing could be more reassuring than securing the cooperation of the Knights of Seros.
Thank you. Even though we are just one small
The
platoon of
Archbishop
Kingdom
entrusted all of her
rebels,
affairs to you. From now on, I shall comply with your wishes.
we could be able to rally some of the houses up there, I suppose. Although we probably better stick to doing elite stuff by ourselves. This song right here, whoa, tense. I dig it. I don't remember this one at all.
We'll make Garrick Mach our base.
Yeah, that was a mistake, by the way, Seth. She shouldn't have given me any of that responsibility.
There is a fair amount of damage, but we will at least have shelter from the wind and rain.
Yeah, hopefully they didn't touch the pantry.
Garrick Mach may be a strategic location, but it's too far from the front lines to be worthy of notice at the moment.
Well, it sort of is kind of at the front line, right? Because it's sort of in the middle, and then Fargus is at the top left there, and it's kind of split down the middle of Kingdom and Empire right now. So we're kind of on the Empire Kingdom border of Fargus.
This area is inconvenient as far as transport time is concerned, so it's of little importance to their war effort.
Oh, I was about to say, so it's useless to us too, is what you're saying, but I guess we're like a platoon of like 12, which is pretty easy to transport.
Even so, nothing slips past the Emperor. It is safe to assume she at least has this place under surveillance.
And even if we kill the spies, that will be as good as just saying we're here.
Professor, what do you think about making this place our base?
I think I don't know enough about Folan geography to argue. I have no objections.
Fortunately, there are still villages and hamlets nearby.
I don't know if you've been to any of them. They're mostly burned down.
As well. What do you think,
Right.
Your Highness?
Do as you please.
Hey, don't act like this doesn't concern you.
Honestly.
We finally are reunited after all this time. We've got to work together.
Dimitri, you are going to be the one who's very sad when you hunter's volley with your training bow and it breaks because we didn't have enough resources.
She's right. In fact, why don't we clean this place up a bit?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not be crazy now. This is a whole monastery and there's 12 of us.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
All right, never mind.
Did I
Andy's
just
convinced me.
time to reminisce about all the good old days at the academy. I can't wait.
I remember when this wall wasn't broken.
How carefree of you.
It may sound trivial, but, well, I think it's a good idea.
It'll be good for morale, Dimitri.
I understand feeling impatient, Your Highness, but patience is key at a time like this. If we fix up our base, it will improve morale.
See, Gustav is on the
which
up and
will
up.
be sorely needed as we
Fools.
You know, the last time I said let's all get along, which was to Hanneman and Manuela, that didn't turn out, so let's all settle down.
Stay out of this.
Please
No!
calm yourself,
Don't make
Your
me.
Highness. We are not your enemies.
At least let me fix up your bow before you go out there, man.
My
Jeez.
enemies say the same.
Did they? I can't think of a single Empire person who would go up to Dimitri and be like, it's okay, I'm not your enemy.
What happened to him? It's like he's a completely different person.
I thought you were the one always going on about it. He was always like
I
this.
feel so bad for him. Would it help if I brewed him a nice pot of tea?
I feel like he would just like crush it in one hand and be like, leave.
I cannot claim to understand how he feels. However, the way he's behaving, it's as though he's being haunted by some unseen force.
Yes, at least I've been able to subtract that force by one because I was part of that force until last night. I'm worried.
As am I.
Great, I'm glad we settled that. Ugh, well. Oh my god, is there more? Oh, Ingrid wants to talk. Oh my god, everyone's gonna want to talk to me, aren't they? No, now isn't a good time. I want to do the supports, not right now. I want to do the supports. We're already gonna have our hands full with talking to everyone else around the monastery, I think. Oh, it's Ingrid's birthday. Man, sorry I blew you off 2 days ago. Let's have tea. I think I'll do all the talking around the monastery this time, and then next episode will be all the supports, because it will probably take a whole episode.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. Happy birthday. How about Dimitri, huh? Well, let's not talk about him. Let's talk about anything else. Hey, at least the courtyard is still mostly in good repair. Relaxing in a sauna. Classes you might enjoy. Dreamy nights. Yeah. I mean, we're not teaching anymore, obviously, but Monastery Mysteries, evaluating allies, favorite suite. You're kind of up on the nightly pursuits, so I guess evaluating allies falls into that, sort of.
Yes.
The Courtyard Couple, the last battle. How about that when you came in there and we were just like, yeah, and started freezing folks. That was crazy, wasn't it? She nodded.
I wonder what your favorite food is. Meat? Veggies?
Gummy worms!
Fish, perhaps. Oh, or maybe sweets.
Yes. The last one. I guess just discuss our favorite. Okay. It would be pretty strange if she was like, I wonder what your favorite food is, and I was just like, ha 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 ha. Does your forehead say anything different in the new age?
Is there something on my face?
No, I'm pretty sure that's what you said before. Bye-bye!
Thank you for the
Happy birthday.
treat. I had such a great time.
You know what? So did I, for once. In the past, like, 5 years. Oh, no charisma bump. Interesting. Alrighty. Oh man, hang on. Okay, we gotta check about the seals though first. Dimitri over here at level 30. Oh, he can take bow knight for real. Oh yeah, cause you need a buttload of riding, but also some lance, which he does not have. Felix is dancer, so I'm not making him anything else. Ash, we're gonna keep bishop, and Sylvain, I would want to be holy knight. What is he? How close is he to the specs for it? Oh, he needs so much more riding. What have I been slacking on that for? And Mercy still hasn't even gotten to warrior, the poor thing. Oh, new age warrior Mercy looks cool. I still haven't decided if I want to do that or or her default outfit. Whoa, what the hell? Did she get a little hat? Why is there a hat in the picture? Damn, look at the icon there with the long hair on the warrior thing. She looks so barbarian and cool. Badass! Not gonna do it because she is our tank, but ooh, I can almost class you into Gremory. Oh, that's definitely something we want to do. Hell yeah, I want to do Gremory. Okay, so as a warlock gets you attack +5 with black magic, and you get just double uses of all the things as Gremory, which is probably better. Not to mention it bumps your magic a whole bunch, so that's like that's giving you +2 attack with your things anyway. I think it's worth because it probably gives you better growths and stuff too. Hell yeah, go for Gremory. Can you do it? Yeah, Ingrid! Man, your birthday is just a good time for you, apparently. Hell yeah, do Gremory. Have we been sorting Flame? Yeah, we're gonna make her a Dark Knight and stuff. Right. I was like, I haven't had you in my... Why is she level 20? Oh, I guess she was been searching with the Knights of Seros, so she hasn't been fighting all these years. So what are Gilbert's skills all about? A whole bunch of lance, axe, and heavy armor, and a bunch of riding as well, and we're gonna do none of those and class him into Mortal Savant, which means we just gotta start him out with Monk and then work him up the ranks. And how are you with respect to your skills for Bow Knight? Yeah, you don't have enough for any of it. Oh yeah, because you're not even sniper yet, are you? It'll happen. We've been sort of growing you in both of those things, right? Your riding is C, okay, it's a bit far off, and bow is B though, and hopefully we don't have to worry about your lance. And as for me, I'm almost at the level where I can take Wyvern Lord, cool. Oh, but I'm nowhere near the stats. Wait, sorry, what? You need axe, flying, and what? You need lance for this? Man, I don't wanna. So I'm taking a master class. Gilbert will when he gets that far, which is a ways off. Ditto for Manuela, and ditto for Flame, I guess. Although she's probably closer than them. She's already got the requisite lance, and reason and riding are what we're training in her in mostly. Yeah, she's well on her way. Zenith we're benching because we have too many people as it stands, and Sylvain we're making Holy Knight. So those are all our master classes. Cool. Let me just fix up our battalions, please. Wait, what? Oh, I have some undeployed ones. Oh, was that the one that was on to do? Is that why it got dequipped from him? Oh man. So do we have Arid Bar? Or do you get that later? Apparently we don't have that yet. Somehow I was under the impression you started the time skip with it. I guess that's the way with most of the other house leaders. Alright, Gilbert. We're not giving you any of that stuff, we're giving you some swords. I don't have this training sword, no one else is using it. Can I reclass you into like a... Oh man, you have a bunch of other ones. You have fighter... and Arbor Knight. Gonna put you into Noble first, so that you're able to use magic and all. Hey, it bumps your speed up a little, at least. It just drops your defense by 10, and health by a bit. There you go.
Perhaps I should have faith in myself.
In fact, you will have much faith in the rank as well. Speaking of, let's jig your goals. Sword and reason. Great. And Zenith, just for fun, let's give you like random stuff. Riding and faith, cool. Sylvain, I've been doing you in these. You should probably do... It's your riding you need more of, right? Yeah, let me just spec you all into riding here. Oh, right, and I can't put my own goals. I was like, why can't I give me some lance? Oh, yeah, we've got supports to do. Not with Dimitri, however. It seems Dimitri is unable to deepen his bonds right now. Yeah, that makes sense. Who does Gilbert have him with? Okay, so we've got all the people on our party who he has them with. Or maybe it's just not showing us the ones outside of our party. Oh, yeah, I guess it isn't. Okay, right. Chapter 14, The Delusional Prince. Let's head out and explore, shall we? See how the monastery has changed in our years. And since we're already Professor level A... Oh my god, I'm gonna be dodging supports left and right. Let's do the greenhouse. After all those years, what has grown for us? Some anemones, daffodils, lilies, sunflowers, roses, and some premium magic herbs, which just bumps your magic stat, right? Hell yeah. Oh, now the question, do we give that to Annette or Ingrid? You know, they're actually pretty close in magic. Probably I should do Ingrid, right? Look at all the spells, holy crap. Yeah, let's just do that. Tronk! Delicious. And do we have any seeds worth a planting? Sure, let's just throw a mix in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So who knows what stat we'll get. Whew-wee! Well, it's good to be back, ain't it? We're probably gonna have a lot less people to talk to overall, considering we don't have all 3 houses anymore on our party. So these episodes might go a little faster than they used to. Hi! Ah, people are still saying hello to me around the monastery. At least that hasn't changed. You're gonna need some help. So am I.
Do you have time for a request?
The fish seem skittish lately. It's said that every 5 years, in the wake of a storm, a mystery fish appears and eats up all the other fish in the pond. They call it the Big One. I thought that was just a legend, though. Catch the Big One, the mysterious fish of legend that is said to appear in the fishing pond. Okay, I'll give it a try. So let's see about catching this big one. They gave us the herring bait, so let's try with that. I guess purple probably is the one, right? I missed it. It's a hard fish to catch. Well, that probably was it, right? If it was, I haven't seen a purple before. Fodlandy! Challenging to ensnare, this ancient fish has swum in the waters of Fodland for countless generations. Was that the big one?
You've done me a great service.
Yes, you got rid of the big one. Now the other fish can rest easy. Assuming fish rest. Anyway, nice work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gave Fodlandy. So can I catch, like, more of those? Nah. That was a big help. Not to worry, not to worry. Me old Pappy taught me well when it comes to wrangling fish. Gatekeeper, you survived!
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. You know,
really?
It's such a thrill to be able to greet you like this again.
I was just thinking that.
I almost died as well in the battle 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But I won't allow any enemies to get into this place again. I promise you that.
I think we could say we all almost died, honestly.
If the Death Knight shows up, I'll be sure to... Well, for now, I'll keep training, so I can eventually feel confident that I can stop him.
Hey, we stopped him pretty well last time, so probably would be fine. What a thrill. Ah, no. I meant to go first person so I could read what a thrill. It's gone. Never mind. Hey, folks. The merchant's still as lovely as ever. The merchant, sorry, the marketplace. No, I wasn't referring to any of you merchants. I wasn't trying to be weird, sorry. Hello! Riff, riff. Is this your dog? Judging from the mischievous smile on your face, I'm gonna guess that's a yes. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All of my friends died in the war, and now I'm sad because I'm alone, except for 12 of them. Yes, an earthworm. You need a favor? Sure.
Favor to ask.
I want to start a collection that chronicles the history of Fodland, but I'm having trouble getting my hands on anything significant. Honestly, it might be easier to excavate an artifact rather than trying to find one for sale. Search for a remnant that the merchant would be proud to add to their collection. I mean, you could probably... this whole thing is a historical area right now. It's so crazy that during the war, the sky turns yellow. Ooh, are there new battalions, by the way? That's something worth asking. Whoa! Blue Lion Dancers? Squeeze me? There's a dance battalion? How was I unaware of this? Oh, and all these golden ones. No dodge, but plus 10 crit and bunch physical attack. Ooh, let me just hire these and not actually, thing. You'll protect me with your lives, thank you. Resonant Ice, ooh. Oh man, their dodge sucks, but this one's dodge doesn't suck. I do.
Ready for orders.
Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Ooh, protection +3, and that's at the base level. Oh. Allies receive 0 damage from ranged physical attacks for the rest of the turn. Oh, cool. What's blessing? Oh, right, okay, right. That's kind of cool. Oh, but it only goes right around them, so that's unfortunate. You would need to stand in the middle of all the people you wanted to heal. Ooh, there's another stride here. Ooh. I won't buy it just yet, because I just bought like a bunch of expensive ones. Just see ya. Oh yeah, and I had a few notes that I didn't get to just yet. Just 2. During the fight last time, I was hyping about how the way they're like, combat dialogue changes. Sorry, stretching. Oh god. I was hyping about the way that their combat dialogue changes and how that reflects the change of like the mood and story at the time, but there were 2 that stuck out in particular to me. When Mercy leveled up and she got a bad level, she said, I don't know what happened, which seems pretty straightforward. But when you consider when she's in her younger days, she says, well, it's just not my day when she gets a bad level. So it's almost like she's taking a little more accountability nowadays, and maybe she's a little less about things, oh, it's just all the will of God, and maybe she's taking a little more responsibility for her actions and stuff, which would be a cool thing if that was an intentional, that they changed that one to fit that character choice. Whoa. If I go first person, the music starts up again. Oh, because the camera goes closer and it's based on where the camera is that right? So if I turn it around... Oh no, weird. Well anyways. And the other combat quote that I thought was interesting. So Dimitri, obviously, he's going through a lot of stuff. Hypocrisy is one of those things that he's going through, I think, because he was so up in arms before we left about being like, we gotta stop the strong from trampling the weak. But of course he is strong trampling weak, and even highlights this himself when he kills people and says, you were too weak for this world. And it's like, but you just said that shouldn't be a thing that people have to worry about. So I think it's cool that he uses that. There's a pod of them. Man, they're all turning in order. I guess this is the Garreg Mach Power Walking Club. So it's cool that his hypocrisy is highlighted there with that quote, because they could have not made reference to being strong enough to survive anyways, but they added that little thing in one of his things just to show you that he's not in his right way, considering he's contradicting himself every other step. Dedue, I know, Ash. Are you doing okay? You two were buds.
Is Dedue really gone?
So they say.
There's so much more I wanted to say to him.
I know, me too.
He was always so tender with the flowers in the greenhouse. I wonder how they're doing.
I had Ingrid eat one. Is that cool? I hope so. Advanced drills! Yes, this is a thing that we can do now where our units can teach us the stuff that they're good at. Although it's kind of weird. I don't all the way understand how it works. I think it may be locked in place for each unit because you would think that given he's a bishop and all and his faith is A, that he would be able to teach me faith, but I think it's just locked in for him because they default to him being really good with a bow, so I think he can only teach you bow, which is a shame because if I raise myself up to D with it by doing this, then he's not able to teach me it anymore, I think, because it'll be like, his skill level is lower than yours. Which never stopped me from teaching them, but whatever. Yellow. This is terrible.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Recently, pirates have been raiding coastal towns in the Sreng region. People say that they're attacking innocent civilians and sinking merchant ships. Think you can do something about that? I think I can sure as hell try. We get cheese for doing this? Cool. Hey, this is also terrible from you.
I need a favor.
Some soldiers stationed at Fodlan's Locket abandoned their posts. They weren't what you'd call upstanding folks. It would be a real headache for us if they became bandits and started wreaking havoc in the towns, dealing with deserters. Well, that's a little dark. It seems they are skilled soldiers, so you should persuade them to join you. Sure, I can do that. I mean, it's better than killing them for deserting. Well, I'm working on it. How's it going? I'm working on it, guys! You only just asked me. I'm taking a rest day. I'm chilling around the monastery. I'm not going to fight anyone just today. How's it going, Mercy? Pardon me? They're all so gloomy.
I finally managed to meet up with everyone again, but they're all so gloomy.
Well, Annie's not, at least.
Hey, Professor. Care to join me for a cup of tea?
That sounds like fun.
We could invite the others and the soldiers.
Sure. That sounds nice.
Doesn't it? Oh, there probably isn't time to bake any treats, though.
Then it's lucky that we have a bunch on our person.
I should invite Dimitri to come along as well.
Imagine Dimitri sitting in one of those tiny little tea tables in the state he's in right now, just like, how's the tea, Dimitri? And he's just like, it tastes as good as the vengeance I'll have next week. And everyone's just, okay.
Though I don't suppose he'll want to join in.
No, I don't think he's in the proper mood. Well, sure, let's go to tea.
Thank you so much.
That sounds like fun. I haven't had tea with you in forever. Sweet apple blend.
Did you call for me?
Yes. What did you forget? It was like 3 seconds ago. There you are. We didn't have time to bake any treats, but look at what all we've got. The existence of Crest close calls, shareable snacks. Oh, either of these. Probably the more cheery topic to talk about. Fodlan's feature, first crushes. Yes, I guess Bila's first crushes would have had to happen at the monastery, right? She didn't really have any friends before that. Reliable allies, your ambitions, past laughs. Oh, I guess past laughs. This is delicious, yes. Apple tea, I've just never... It sounds like it would be good. Do you remember that time that... Oh, yeah, that was good.
I'm actually quite skilled at drawing.
For real?
I wouldn't mind using you as a model.
Do your best.
No, please don't. I'm so self-conscious right now. I was asleep for 5 years. I'm okay with that. Ba-ba-bum. What about your forehead in the years?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
That's okay. It's a tea party. It's not like I need your undivided attention every second.
Delicious. Thank you so much for inviting me.
It was... You might remember it was you who invited me, but no problem. I did enjoy our time together. Yes! I could do it again. No, let's not. Do I have any lost items hanging around? Introduction to magic, grounding charm, new bottle perfume. Right. I gotta have to dodge around this support as we make our way out. Let's have some food together as well, though. Is there anyone here we haven't made food with? I don't think we made food with Felix. Let's do that. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me check the calendar. I want to see what this month's mission is. Does it even say? Restore the monastery. As you acclimate to life back at Garreg Mach, help your allies prepare for the impending arrival of the Imperial Army. Okay, so that makes it sound like... I don't remember a lot of the missions post-time skip, but I guess that makes it sound like we're going to be attacked here at the monastery. So it's going to be one where there's like a lot of buildings and stuff blocking us, so it's going to be hard to move. So let's make... Geez, I don't know. I guess we couldn't go wrong with a little defense, especially early on in the time skip. Things are really strong. Let's do it. Immortality stew, fish stew.
Want me to cook? Not that I don't have experience, but
I just thought it would be a fun bonding exercise. You're always...
Things a bit like hunting, but less satisfying.
You know, I don't see the parallel.
I see.
Well, okay, I'm glad you didn't have such an extreme reaction to that. You're so about training up to yourself to perfection that I just figured that you would want to have a varied skill set. And if you think it's like hunting, then surely this helps with your sword fighting somehow. Okay. Annette, I want to... I'm not visiting you just yet. We'll do that later.
Now that I think about it, His Highness was right. We probably don't have time to waste on cleaning.
You were like so adamant before. What did you just start and realize, oh god, there's so much?
Maybe I wasn't taking the situation seriously enough.
I wouldn't say that.
After all, the Imperial Army could be showing up at any time. I was just so happy to see you again. And everyone else too. Maybe I got carried away.
I love you. I want to fall asleep on the beach in your lap. I want you to come home from a long day of work, whip your tie over your shoulder and go like, oh, that was awful. And I want to lie on the couch and eat pizza with you. You are the greatest human ever. Anyway, my husband's dead, so that's lame. I'm happy to see you too.
Really? That's so nice to hear.
Great. Wait, what advanced skills can you do? Teach me. Axe and magique. Actually, I could use a bit of axe, but I want to get my professor level up to max like pronto so we can start making incredible weapons at the blacksmith. Hello. Okay, just a kid sitting by themselves on a bench. Nothing weird about that. In the middle of a war. Oh, it's gonna be so hard not to see Bernadette in her room anymore. All in Linhardt's room. The art of fishing. Cool. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, Linhardt's study notes on fish. Bernie, this is your room, right? Oh, it's locked. For all we know, she's still in there. Hey, Annie's room. Oh my god, she's got the same fruit she had 5 years ago. That's like spoiled as hell. Don't eat that. Hey, Sylvain.
Hey, Professor.
He's talking with the locals. That's cool.
It's really good to see you again. Gorgeous as ever, might I add.
Yeah, you said it like every time we've interacted since I came back. You've been saying that.
An awful lot has happened in these past 5 years. There were so many times I wished you were around.
You know a number of times when I was asleep and was feeling all the gaping perforations from all those rocks I fell on, I was like, I could use a healer right now. I was hoping you were around too, but whatever, I ended up floating around in a river and somehow was fine, so.
I'm glad you're back. Your skills are worth more than a whole army.
Oh, stop. Oh, you could teach me Lance, which I need for Wyvern Lord, but I won't worry about that just yet, because I can probably just crack it without any Lance whatsoever and just overcompensate with flying an axe. Ooh, tea. Two people are hanging around in the front hall here, flaying in one of the knights. Hey there. We missed the Millennium Festival.
During the Millennium Festival, the leaders of all territories were supposed to gather together and pledge perpetual peace.
Well, that's exceedingly bad timing.
But now that hope has been dashed, thanks to the Emperor's actions. The Alliance is also divided on the subject of the Empire, so internal conflicts are a regular occurrence.
I thought Claude was making sure that no one knew about that. I'm sure Edelgard wants peace as well, just has a funny way of going about it sometimes.
Professor, I am so glad you are unharmed.
Likewise, your defense stat has just been terrible this file.
No matter the path you walk, I will be with you every step of the way.
Really? Nice.
I shall see it through. You saved my life.
Oh god.
And I am in your debt.
You're still going on about that? That was years ago, dude. Are you afraid of lightning? Bleh. I probably already asked that 5 years ago. Just thought I'd check. Maybe you became afraid of lightning in those 5 years. Who knows? Hello there! Hey.
During his search for her grace, the Archbishop, Seteth has visited churches all across the land. It served to demonstrate to the devout across Fodlan that the Church of Seros is still going strong.
I'm surprised he didn't get wrecked at any of those places, given so much of the church, like in the West, is Empire controlled.
As a result, are not currently in a state of chaos.
Great, that's our bar for success. No one's panicking and running around in circles. I think everything's going okay. Hey, Ingrid? Studying away in here, I see. Have I written anything on the blackboard? Oh my god, I've been writing things on the blackboard? I assume it was me anyways.
Many kingdom houses have become vassals of the Empire. The major houses of Fraldarius, Gautier, Karen, and my own family Galatea remain loyal.
Okay, so we have a few under our belt.
The lords of the minor domains in the west have almost entirely defected.
Yeah, well that tracks. The Western Church was already in a bit of a not super hype with the Church of Seros state.
After all the royal family has done for them, they respond with betrayal. And to think they have the gall to call themselves nobles.
Well, we're all desperate in one way or another.
Highness, and you, Professor. I'm sure we can take back the kingdom's lands.
Yeah. Although I don't know that unseating those people as nobles is our primary concern here. I think stopping all the death would probably be more important.
Professor?
There have been better times, Manuela. Sorry.
Okay. I'm thinking...
You're thinking the Alliance is in bad shape?
In the Alliance, the Lords have been at odds, so peace and prosperity have declined there as well. In particular, bandits have been appearing in large numbers near the Great Bridge of Murder.
Oh, those pesky bandits always making power struggles worse.
Rumor has it that the domain's lord, someone by the name of Acheron, is a completely ineffectual leader.
We're getting a little judgy here, okay. It's just a rumor. I think we gotta worry about getting our feet in back in the Kingdom territory first before we go helping out the Alliance, although they are both the key locations to the not getting wrecked by the Empire end game. I've waited so long to see this gate roll up for me once again. The Ashen Demon has returned, everyone! Sound the silver trumpets! Whoa! Hi, Cathedral got super wrecked. Oh, there's Dimitri, standing amidst the rubble. Dimitri, that's where we had our fun talk about how you're gonna kill all the rats for their deplorable actions. Or something. You kind of mixed metaphors a bit and totally lost me. The monks have left, have they?
It seems that in the last 5 years, the monks here have left this place for the town below.
Who did I just walk by then? Those look like monks to me.
However, once they learn of our return, perhaps they'll come back.
Maybe. I mean, maybe that's what's already happening. A few of them come back.
I hope the monastery can return to normal someday.
Man, you guys have just been parading around for 5 years? That's awful. That would be so tiring. One note. Only one person has things to stress about right now? I'd find that hard to believe. Or maybe they're just not in the habit of putting the notes in the box yet. I am interested in cooking, but I can't seem to get any better at it. What should I do to improve my cooking? Well, if only to do was here. Try selecting decent ingredients. It's the thought that counts. Keep practicing and you'll get the hang of it. Oh. One of these two, I think. She likes developing her skills and learning. Keep practicing and you'll get the hang of it. Yes, okay, good. She doesn't want to hear that it's the thought that counts. She wants to get it right.
Really?
Yeah, I think she does. Hey, Felix. You staring at Dimitri for any particular reason? Look at him, just like,
Hello. I have a request concerning that creature.
Just don't really like your tone coming into this. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to help you with this one, Felix.
I can hardly look at the thing in the state it's in. Do something about it.
What do you want me to do? Put up a blanket so you don't have to look at it? Just leave the room. Better to just leave him alone.
Don't just give up like that. Tracked the boar for 5 years. I thought he was dead. In the state he's in, he might as well be. He's gotten better at killing people. Exchange. Surrendered what little humanity he had.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Poke him? I'll see about talking to him, Felix, but I don't think he's gonna take to me any more than he did to you. Hey, Jimmy? Anything interesting going on in this pile of rubble you're staring at? Okay. I tried, Felix! Is this an interesting historical artifact? Cornerstone Fragment, a fragment of stone that existed since the monastery's foundation. It shows the wear of time. Great, I got a shiny rock to give to that person. This'll be great for your history collection. You know how many shiny, like bits of rubble there are around in this monastery right now? You didn't really need me for that, did you? How's it going? Here you go.
Good. Thanks.
Ah, magnificent. Exactly what I was looking for. Clearly I asked the right person for help. Great. An ancient coin, gemstone beads. Man, I feel like you're over-rewarding me for that.
Need some.
Do I have enough renown for any? Oh, we got upgrades, baby. Oh, this is so great, because we do have a varied enough party to where most of these are useful, except for Lance, I guess. Maybe what we just do is do Macruel and Cethlean so that we can get the Divine Pulses for both. So we get 2 Divine Pulses, and then we're ready to buff Sword and Lance next time. I don't mind so much the Lance, but I want the Faith that comes after it, and of course the XP plus 10. I definitely want Sword and Reason. Both of them for Gilbert, but then also Sword and Reason for Ingrid, Reason for all of our magic users, basically. That is the great thing about magic users, is no matter how specialized you're making them, the other magic will also be useful to them in basically all cases. So let's do that. Let's do Macule 1.
You're all set.
Nice and bronze, instead of this shiny marble stuff. And Cethlean.
You're all set.
Nice.
See you again soon.
I hope so. Anyone hanging out in their old dorm room? You know, actually, wait, was Annette's room on the first floor? I thought that all the nobles were supposed to be positioned higher. Weird. Marianne's room is here. Whose room beside Marianne? Oh, Ingrid. Cool. Doesn't look like anyone's hanging out here anyways. What about in the library? No, not many people. I guess it's still pretty bare around the monastery, all things considered. I gotta go read these books sometime. Maybe I'll do that next episode if we have more time after the supports. I did read them all the first time I played the game, though, but that was a long time ago. I bet it's interesting stuff, or at least stuff that would interest me. Whether or not that's interesting, I guess, is debatable. Surely Sedith isn't around here, and Manuela. Hey, Seth. So happy to see you in your office again.
5 long years I've searched for you and the Archbishop. It is a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah, sorry you couldn't find Rhea.
The Church of Seiros will follow you from now on. But please do not abandon the search for Lady Rhea.
I'll keep an eye out, but I don't know that we'll be going places where she's likely to be. We don't know what the future will bring.
Wherever she is, Rhea is doubtlessly waiting for you. Please do not let her down.
I'll try. Good thing is, I'll be at a point sometime soon where we'll be at max professor level, so I won't need to take our activity points doing that, and I can take them instead, raising up all my skills, like my lance, flying, and axe, so I can get to Wyvern Lord proper. Hey, Manuela.
My professor, you haven't changed a bit.
And might I say, neither of you.
At your age, I'd expect your whole demeanor to have changed greatly over 5 years.
I was kind of dead. I think I'm still technically like 20-ish.
Though I suppose I haven't changed either, right?
Not a bit.
Thank you for noticing, by the way.
You're welcome.
Just the two of us, forever young. Oh, let me have my fun.
Sure thing, Manuel. What do you say? You know, she has a proficiency, like she can teach you in flying and stuff. I've never considered that, but she would probably be a cool-ass flying mount. You afraid of lightning?
No, that's not mine.
Huh. I don't think I'm ever gonna find who this is. I could obviously just look it up, but I don't wanna. Well, the crest analyzer. Hanneman's not around. I hope. I don't know where he's ended up. Oh my god, look at all those diagrams on the wall. This is a shoulder, this is the crest that's on the shoulder. Whizzing! Ah, just for old times. I just dropped I spit into a jar in there, and it showed the little crest of flames thing. Oh, that's right, and we get the Cardinal's room now, don't we? I'm glad to help the Knights of Seiros. Thank you. Yeah, this is so cool! We have our own proper planning room now. Hey, Gilbert.
We have given proper burial to the Imperial soldiers killed in the monastery. The ones who were sent to investigate the thieves.
Jeez, how long did that take?
Already, rumors spread that they were utterly annihilated.
Well, it's more or less the truth.
So regardless of whether there are spies observing us, the Imperial army will know of this soon enough.
Yeah, I was saying earlier we shouldn't kill any spies, but then I forgot that Dimitri's already been doing that.
Your Highness, Dimitri, how could you be so reckless?
He's going through it right now.
I have a request.
Professor, might I ask you to help us secure resources? I guess, but... Oh, you need peach currant and Albinian herring. Do I have such things? Do I have any Albinian herring? Sure, okay. Now peach currant.
No, I must... Can I buy it, maybe? Is this the sort of thing you are selling for purchase, dear merchants? You don't sell fruit!
No, bugger, you don't sell that stuff either. I'd have to grow it, I guess. But I only grow veggies if I plant the veggie seeds. I don't know what region of Fodland peach currant is grown in. Anyone else hanging around the administrative floor that needs to talk to me? I guess not. What about the third floor? This mysterious starry terrace that we've unlocked now. Oh, cool. This is Rhea's room, right? I remember she called me in one time and I was worried that there were poison darts coming from the walls, which I'm still not convinced there aren't some in the walls. Wow! This is where she was standing looking over me that one time when I first came to the monastery, at least I think. Oh, look at the pretty little lilies here. Can't believe she's been keeping this all to herself. Oh, weird. I wonder what that's about. This little thing that's blocked off here. What is that? There's a crest of Seiros on it, but... weird. Actually, if this is where she was looking out over us, then she must be extremely tall, so I guess this isn't it. Whoa, it's just straight up cliff on this side. I bet somewhere around here is where I fell to my supposed death 5 years ago. Well, what a happy reunion it is. We still have so much to do around the monastery, whether it's quests and doing the activity points and doing the supports and then making sure we jiggle our things right and then getting the professor level to max and then doing all the weapons. We have a lot of work to do. Now that we've entered this new age, but I'm happy we were able to meet again with all our buds and see how they're all feeling. Dimitri's whole thing right now is totally a crazy story thing, though, because when you consider it, I mean, like, it is a danger to have him in places because he's likely to get himself killed, first of all, which would make things harder. It would make it harder to rally troops and stuff if we were like, sorry, we don't have a king anymore. He went and died. Like, the fact that he's survived his supposed execution could give us a chance to be all like, look, the prince is alive, and then like everyone gets hope renewed again, which doesn't happen if he dies. But it's also dangerous because he'll do something reckless and like kill spies, and then the Imperial army will know stuff is up wherever we go. But at the same time, it would be arguably harder to contain him because he is freakishly strong, and it would be difficult for us to fight him for a plethora of reasons. So I guess my question, given in light of that, is: do you think in their position you would do everything you could to keep him out of the battlefield because this man is clearly in need of a therapist and not a war? Or would you let him come along because it's going to be more hassle to try and keep him back and probably get more people hurt that way? I don't know. I mean, I guess to some extent I would just be like, it's your choice, but even though it negatively affects other people, I don't know that I would feel right telling him not to, even though I'm pretty sure this won't help him. So I guess I would say I don't think I would have the heart to stop him, but because as twisted as it is, this is what he wants, even though it will definitely not help him or people around him. Sort of a tricky situation when you have one of your allies in such a feral state. Anyhow, that's grand. So we'll be back at the monastery again next episode. I might not leave the monastery for an episode or a few, but when we do, we'll be heading to battle against some deserter soldiers and some pirates, and then all kinds of training battles, and then or actually, how full is our calendar? Do we have? Oh yeah, we get a whole bunch of free days. Cool. And we could get another rare month. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is, so free day here, battle day here, free day here, battle day here, because this way we get both of the rare monsters, which is probably what we want. Whose birthday's here? Ah, Gilbert. Cool. So let's see about back at the monastery next time. As for the next episode going up on the channel, I believe that's right. I did a little one-off. I played a bit of Metal Gear Solid 5 on my route to the 100%. I just gave you a little window into what I've been doing to 100% that game because I was enjoying it so much. So I played it for like an hour and a half, and that's the next video that's coming around. So hopefully I'll see you in that or some other grand adventure on the horizon. But for now, it looks like we are leaving Byleth here on Star Terrace. Have fun there, Byleth. You could use a break. So with that, thank you very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around, and we're gonna be out of here now. Peace. Ah, so some people are still hanging around here. I was worried that those three scouts were just like the only ones she had in her employ. How much money have I got? 15,994. It's still not like as much as I want. I'm not gonna use that many apple gels. Anything worth selling? I'm getting so used to the Assassin's